What if the way we think is not just influenced by logic, but by metaphor? What if every argument, every slogan, every ad we see is a doorway to a deeper structure of meaning? In this video, we'll explore how metaphor, far from being just poetic decoration, is a fundamental tool for shaping thought, and how it's weaponized in propaganda and advertising to persuade, to mobilize, and to sell. In their seminal work, Metaphors We Live By, 1980, George Lakoff and Mark Johnson argued that metaphor is not merely a rhetorical flourish, it's a mechanism of thought. We don't just speak in metaphors, we think in metaphors. Take the phrase, "time is money." It's more than a figure of speech, it structures how we value time. We spend time, save time, and feel frustrated when others waste our time. These expressions reflect an underlying metaphor that frames time as a quantifiable resource. Metaphors work by mapping the structure of one domain, the source, onto another, the target. In this case, the economic domain, money, is projected onto the temporal domain, time, shaping how we conceptualize and act upon it. And this is not neutral. Metaphors carry worldviews. They are vehicles of ideology. Because metaphors shape our understanding of the world, they're one of the most powerful tools of persuasion. Consider the metaphor, the nation is a family. In conservative discourse, the government is the strict father who enforces discipline. In progressive discourse, the government is the nurturing parent who provides care. These metaphors do not merely reflect political positions, they create them. They generate emotional alignment and moral justification. They shape policy, voting, and public debate. When used in propaganda, metaphors simplify complex realities, making them easier to digest and harder to question. Or consider the Cold War. The metaphor, the Iron Curtain, framed the division of Europe not just as political, but as a wall between civilization and darkness. The metaphor justified containment and military buildup. It wasn't just a phrase, it was a worldview. Advertising relies heavily on metaphor to persuade consumers by giving products symbolic meaning. The Marlboro Man doesn't sell cigarettes. He sells freedom, masculinity, and rugged independence. The metaphor? Cigarettes are a tool of liberation. Apple's Think Different doesn't sell computers. It sells rebellion as identity. The metaphor? Apple is not a company. It's a movement. Dove's Real Beauty campaign frames beauty as authenticity, not perfection. The underlying metaphor is that self-love is resistance, a subtle but potent narrative. Let's look at 5 more examples. Nike. Just do it. The metaphor here is that action is power. You are an athlete simply by acting. The product becomes a metaphor for courage and movement. Coca-Cola. Open happiness. A bottle becomes a gateway to emotion. The metaphor is that happiness is contained, and Coca-Cola holds the key. L'Oreal. Because you're worth it. The metaphor is self-care as justice. Buying cosmetics becomes an act of self-empowerment, suggesting beauty is not vanity, but deserved recognition. Military recruitment. Be all you can be. The Army is not just a career, it's a path to self-realization. The metaphor here is that war is a school of character. Insurance companies. You're in good hands. The metaphor is safety as parental care. Hands cradle, protect, and reassure. The company becomes a metaphorical guardian. Each of these examples translates a product or institution into a structure of meaning that touches identity, emotion, and desire. In a world saturated with messages, ads, slogans, campaigns, understanding metaphor is not an academic luxury. It's a survival skill. When we decode the metaphors we live by, we expose the invisible frames shaping our desires, our fears, and our decisions. To think critically is to ask, what story is being told? What world is being built? And what part am I being asked to play? If metaphors can imprison us, they can also set us free by helping us reclaim the meaning behind the messages. This is Media Decoder, where we unpack the hidden codes in media, culture, and communication. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep decoding the world, one message at a time.